Alright, this is DIW Dungeon episode 12, season 2, time skip results. Just a little disclaimer first before I read this out. Number 1, my handwriting is tiny as crap, and therefore if I stop periodically every now, well, it's the same thing, it's because I cannot read my own writing. Number 2, I actually did this yesterday, but I realised I missed something out, so... And what I learnt from that is that this is long. It actually took me 7 minutes to do it yesterday. So, whatever. Alright, DIW Dungeon episode 12. Here we go. Take a deep breath. Oh yeah, right, before the show starts, Kevin Kash and Reaper were at the gravesite of Maxelstein, which just so happened to be in the DIW Dungeon arena. Don't ask why. In fact, Reaper explains it. The manuscript will be in the description, so just check it out there. Thank you to WCL League for writing it out for me. Sorry I didn't get to use it on the thing due to technical difficulties and whatnot, but whatever. Anyway, so then... Apart from that, the show opens up with Illusion in the middle of the ring saying he'll finally get to have his championship address. He says that it was always his destiny to become world champion, seeing it was his father who started the company. And now at least part of the company is back in his family's hands. He then says that at Dangerous Frontline there's only one man that deserves to walk out as champion, and there's only one that will. It won't be a guy who's been in business 20 plus years and has never won a world championship. It won't be a washed up commentator who really needs to go on a diet, and it won't be one of the most overrated pieces of in core history. It'll be him, yeah. Deathfire comes out and says it just means he is even more hungry than anyone else in the locker room. If you didn't already realise, Illusion was referring to Deathfire. And there's no way he's gonna let this opportunity slip through his fingers. Shane Parallel comes out and first says that there's only one person in this whole arena tonight that even deserves to be near that belt, and it's him. He says he will become a 2-time world champion. If you didn't know, Shane Parallel has been a world champion in one of... Okay, breaking kayfabe here. The person who voiced Shane Parallel, his YouTube channel is Comic Conrad. Yes, he had a kind of a core show that was called EWE or NWE. NWE, that's it. Yeah, and Shane Parallel beat Edge for the World Championship in on the last CPV Halloween Havoc. There you go. So a little backstory down Shane Parallel for you. Anyway, Shane comes out and first says that the only point... Already read that. He says he will become a 2-time world champion at Dangerous Frontline, and that will mean that both him and his dad, Sean Lowe Sr., who sadly passed away in 2006, would have become world champions in DIW before Deathfire had. Deathfire and Shane Parallel stare each other down while Sean O'Connor comes on Titantron. He says they should all quit their pointless arguing, as he says if they have forgotten, he gets a match. He gets a title match with whoever wins the title match at Dangerous Frontline straight afterwards, meaning that the greatest core in history will become the DIW World Champion. They all start arguing as we go to the break. When we come back, whoever been commentating at the time, whether WCL League or Soccer 105, would have announced that it will be IC title match at Dangerous Frontline. It will be Stevie T, Sean Lowe Jr. and D-Mac and Seamus McCoy in a fatal 4-way. So, first match, New Age Radicals versus Sean Lowe Jr. and Stevie T. Sean Jr. is about to make the tag, but Stevie T walks out on him. Seamus gets the pin after a Celtic Cross. And then cuts to a break. And then we come back to it. Johnson is in the ring and explains that he wants to start a tag team with other former FLW son Royter Machina. And if that means he has to beat some sense into him at Dangerous Frontline, he'll do so. Machina comes onto the ramp and it seems he's trying to communicate with Johnson, but nothing comprehensible is coming out. He then holds up a card, thank you time skip, saying he'll face Johnson at Dangerous Frontline, and it goes to a break. Okay, the second match is Justin Sparks versus Hayes, yes. During the match, Ryan distracts Sparks by having his music play and then coming onto the Titantron, saying he has something Sparks will be dying to see. Hayes drive-by punts him and gets the pin. Alright, this is where my planning sort of goes weird, so bear with me here. That doesn't happen anymore. Alright, here we go. We cut to the back, and Killings is asking Johnson backstage whether he ran over Diablo. Johnson says he had no reason to, and says doesn't Killings have some jobbing to do rather than annoy him. Then we cut to a break. And third match, Giganta vs Reaper. X-Division champion Giganta vs Reaper. Reaper dominates, so Giganta gets himself DQ'd by attacking the ref. Reaper attacks him, Daniel Brown comes out and gets taken out as well. Notice Silent Death didn't come out to help. If he did, that probably would turn tails, or whatever. And then we cut to the back once again. We have Lubu and Sean O'Connor segment. Lubu walks into Sean O'Connor's office and says that he complains about not being on the Dangerous Frontline card. Complaining as in how a face would complain, not a heel complaining, okay? Just bear that in mind. Although he doesn't particularly like Sean O'Connor either. Anyway, Sean O'Connor says that not to worry, he has a match planned for him anyway. It will be a 3-on-1 gauntlet match. And Lubu says, fine, whatever, I can beat 3 people. Or thereabouts, whatever he would say. Then Sean O'Connor says that just to make it sweeter for Lubu if he wins, he will give him a mid-card title shot, and Lubu agrees to this. He also says that Sean O'Connor also says that Lubu will be in the main event tonight, and that main event is not next. Right. Then we cut to the back once again. It's Illusion. Reaper and Kash are talking in the back. Then Illusion comes in and says he knows that those two still don't have a third partner for Dangerous Frontline. If you don't remember, it's Giganta, Daniel Brown, and Silent Death versus Kevin Cash, Reaper, and somebody else. They say they don't, and Illusion offers Neo's services to them for the match. They ask why he'd do this, and he says that he wants Dungeon to finally prove that they are the better show of Encore as well, and that they are not the B show. So Reaper and Kash agree. Then we go to the break, then we go to the main event. It's Deathfire and Shane Paolo versus Illusion and Lubu. Now during the whole match, Deathfire and Shane Paolo are arguing with each other viciously. They're not fighting each other, they're just arguing horribly. And in the end, Shane Paolo is distracting Lubu, then Deathfire gets the win over Illusion after Buzzsaw kick. Yes, he stole Illusion's finisher, and gets the pin. After the match, however, Deathfire and Shane Paolo, while they celebrate, while the refs holding up their hands, they start arguing again, they start fighting each other. Illusion just slinks off with the title, and Lubu gets attacked by Dark Rain, which closes the show. I know that was long, sorry for that. Thank you for listening to the video. The Afterburner one will be uploaded straight after this, and then I'll upload the match card probably an hour or two afterwards. So, thank you for watching and stay tuned.